Hello and welcome. This is Freewill Tarot. This reading is going to be for the sign of Virgo. Hello Virgo, and thank you for being here with me. Let's jump right into your reading. I have 3 messages here from Spirit off the bat. I'm going to read them to you, Virgo. The first one you have is adaptability. It says, flexibility is key to success. Adjust your approach without losing sight of your goal. And this can deal with any sector in your life. This could be love, this could be relationship, it could be career, it can be anything, okay? Stay open to change today. Shift your method if needed, but stay committed to the vision, okay? So whatever vision that some of y'all had for yourself, any of you Virgos, it could be in any direction it is in your life that you're wanting to, a goal you have for yourself. I mean, it could be losing weight, it could be entering into a relationship, it could be anything, okay? The next one is, you have 3. The next one is devotion. Love grows through commitment and care. What you nurture will flourish. Show up fully for something or someone you care about. Give love freely. So without expectation. So that's like whatever you do, let's say if you're doing work, if or something you're creating, do it because you love it, and it's not because you're trying to impress or you're trying to get something out of it. Do it freely because you love it. You love to do it, right? And then that will flow back to you naturally. If it's a person, love that person not just because you're trying to get them to love you back. Show up and love that person because you love them. And the universe is going to see that, and they're going to, bless you. Okay? That's going to flow back to you. Even if it doesn't flow from that person, it will flow back to you. Okay, Virgo? Dedication. Your commitment defines your success. So for some of you working on a career, your career or projects or something like that, this one might be for you. But it could still be in love, okay? Your commitment defines your success. Okay, consistency creates lasting achievements. So be consistent. And I don't think I have to tell you Virgos that, but sometimes y'all can get drained, or sometimes you need a timeout. But whatever you're really focused on, Virgo, no matter whatever it is for any one of you, they're saying they need you to stay committed to it and be consistent. And that's in any avenue of your life that you're focusing on, okay? Reaffirm your dedication today. Align your daily actions with the bigger vision that you want. Okay? So your theme here in your messages from Spirit is commitment. So whatever that commitment you're having, and it's really the commitment we have with ourselves is what I'm getting for you. Whatever goals you set is a commitment to yourself. Like, I want to achieve this. That's still a goal for yourself. I want to be in a loving, established relationship. That's still a commitment to yourself. Honor your commitment, and if you are doing that, and you say you're with someone that's not doing that, let's say, as long as you showed up that way and you seeing that that's not going in that direction, it's okay to leave. It's okay to keep pushing in that direction, but keep showing up with what you want to create, okay? You don't have to keep pursuing that person, but that doesn't mean you stop looking for that love. It just might not be with that person, okay? So what you give out is what you get back in, okay? Even if it ain't that certain job or that certain project or that certain relationship, doesn't mean you can't attain it. It's just not with that thing or that person at that time, okay? Let's jump right into the tarot portion of your reading here, Virgo. In the past, you have the Nine of Pentacles with the Death card. So what that tells me is, I feel like some of you, not all of you, are about to enter maybe a relationship. If you're not already in one, maybe you've been dating someone. Or it's just like giving up a little bit. Virgos are very independent and self-sufficient, right? They're going to go out there and get what they need. They think about stability a lot, right? But when it's in the Death card, it's like something about that is getting ready to shift. So some of you could be entering into a relationship, or some of you could just be coming you know, ending the mindset of feeling like you need to do everything by yourself, or feeling like, you know, because you can be perfectionist. So you could be leaving this mindset of feeling like you don't have to do everything by yourself, right? Or maybe some of you that are not in a relationship are kind of tired of doing everything on your own, or kind of want, you know, to have a partner or someone you can work with here. Could be in business or, you know, relationship, don't matter. You also have, so I feel like you have the Eight of Cups here. Eight of Cups talks about walking away here. I also heard when I was doing this something about you guys dealing with some kind of, dealing with your emotions, and something to do with some kind of illusion here. I heard illusion, okay, for some of you. You know who you are already if you hear me say that, you know. Some kind of illusion that you could have been dealing with. And something that has caused you a lot of emotions here. Maybe silent emotions. Maybe it's not something that you talk to people about, but, you know, they're there. But it is where you're, with the Eight of Cups, it's like getting ready to walk away from emotional illusions or old emotional things that have brought you some kind of pain or some kind of illusion. Some of you could be dealing with a Pisces or a Cancer here. So I'm going to just do this real quick. You got a Leo, a Pisces, a Cancer, a Taurus, and it could be any of the fire signs, right? Yeah. I'm getting strong Leo. So Leo, Aries, Sagittarius could be, Taurus, Pisces, Cancer is here. Okay, that you guys could be dealing with. That's what I'm getting. That's who's here. That's who I see. Okay. You also have here, I feel like some of you could be dealing with maybe someone in an authority, or kind of a male authority figure, someone that deals with law, or has this you know, energy, and it could be some of you males out there too that has this energy of being kind of strong, with that kind of fire energy, strong, proud, someone in authority, someone that deals or just holds themselves like in that kind of regard, right? For some of you, or it could have a dominant kind of energy. And if that is not anybody you're dealing with or anything like that you're dealing with, they're saying that some of you show up in that energy, Virgo, and you could be male or female. You just show up in that kind of masculine energy here, okay? But some of you, I feel like it's a Two of Cups, so it has to me something to do with love or contract or partnership with someone that has that kind of energy, authority figure, or and kind of maybe deal with the law, or just have that kind of authority presence, okay? And that showed up twice here, so I'm going to say it. Above you, Virgo, for some of you, you do have wish fulfillment. So whatever you have been manifesting or wanting to happen, and it could be in love or anything, the wish fulfillment is here, but it requires you to release and to let something go. And that's, I feel like a lot of that's within yourself. It's something that you're needing to release and let go of. Maybe a certain way that it should be done. Maybe a certain way that you're doing something, or not being fully committed to it, or really believing in it and showing up for it. And that could be in anything, right, Virgo? So that's really what I'm getting. I'm feeling like once you release that kind of ideology or that kind of way that you operate, then your wish fulfillment would come in, okay? Because I say that because you have the Four of Pentacles is how you're showing up with the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands is like having a lot of responsibility, or at least feeling like you have a lot of responsibilities. But it's also being guarded, you know, like you always feel like you need to protect yourself, or, you know, not moving out of your comfort zone, not doing things a different way, staying stuck in a way. Because Four of Pentacles, we talk about staying stuck, right? But when you stay stuck, it causes you these kind of burdens. I couldn't get it out. These kind of burdens where you can't free yourself to move in a different direction. And that's really what it's upon you to do. Spirit universe is wanting you to take action and to move in a different direction, because you have the Wheel of Fortune here. So things are getting ready to shift in your life if it hasn't, but it requires you to show up in the shifting as well. With the Ace of Wands, this is a passionate new direction. So that could be in anything. It could be in love. It could be in a project, something you're really passionate about doing. Again, for some of you where it has nothing to do with relationship and it's something you've been thinking about doing and you're really passionate about doing, you really think about doing it, they're telling you to do it, but be committed to it. Okay? Be consistent and show up for it. Okay? You have sun. The sun is talking about illumination. So again, spirit is trying to get your attention and it needs you to participate and walk away from something or to release something. Again, it can be people, place, or thing, but it could be just the way that you're showing up or the way that you've always did things or the way you see things or the way that you operate, okay? That they're wanting you to open yourself up to try something new, to try something in a different way. And I'm not talking about external things, that can help too, but I'm talking about something within you, right? Something that's within you. As soon as you do that, you walk away from that, I think that things can come back into you, right? And again, that can be in relationships and partnerships or any projects or any kind of career moves you're thinking about doing, because keep in mind, you have the wish fulfillment card here, Virgo, okay? So release some things. Maybe the ideal of feeling like you need to do everything by yourself. The ideal that you need to be guarded, that you can only really trust yourself, or you're the only one that can do something, do it right. Guarding yourself from letting people really in, or just doing stuff to get them to love you back or to get something in return or to get some kind of accolade from it. Do it truly from your heart, sincerely, Virgo, okay? Whatever it is, whether it's relationship, whether it's career, job, whatever, do it because you love it, and it'll pay itself back to you. Even if it don't come from that person, I guarantee you it'll pay back to you, okay? I hope this helped. Thank you for being here. Bye for now.